Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Make sure I let everybody know. All right. Let me just go in. I'm not going to wait till anybody gets here. I got a lot going on my desk, yo. But we get into that money. We get into that money. Who's tuned in? Who's tuned in? If you tuned in, type something in the chat. Let me know you're here. Let me put some banners up. Let me get this thing lively. Here we go. Yeah. Let me know you're here. Say something. Holla at me in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Show me some love. Show me some love. All right. I wanted to talk about this mystery that has taken the media and a lot of the community, the Black community by storm. This past week, as I'm broadcasting this and recording this. Let's see if I could turn the light on a little more. Is that a lot better? Yeah, that's much better. It's a lot more lively. Feel like I'm, whatever. But I want to talk about this mystery, this mystery murder that has occurred. With the young lady, Shanquella Johnson. Shanquella Johnson. Now, I have my reservations about people's names. I try not to be judgmental, you know what I mean? But I feel like your name ought to be unique, right? It ought to be. Because you're unique. Why should your name be plain Jane and bland and boring like that? You know what I mean? So yeah. But bland and boring. You know what I mean? Oh, I don't want no echo. Her name is Shanquella. It is what it is. Her name is Shanquella. I don't know the young lady, so it's not personal. So, you know what I'm saying? Stop before you start. But let me get to my talking points. And I'm going to talk about this later on today in my episode, this week's episode of Love and Money. I just wanted to have a chat with the folks and the peoples all over the world and everywhere. All right, let me get to my notes. Here. Hold on. Here we go. So this young lady, so it was 7 people all together, right? It was her and 6 other people. It was 7 all together. They traveled to Cabo, Mexico. Cabo, where is Cabo? Let me look at. Let me get to Googling. Where is Cabo? I never been to Mexico. It's just never been an aspiration of mine to go. You know what I mean? And let me share this on Twitter too. Let me put this up on Twitter. Hold on. Let me put this up. Hold on, come on, hurry up. Let's look at Cabo. Can I do my other? I'll do my other screen. Let me do this. Let me do this, and then I'm gonna present. I'm gonna share my screen. Boom. Yeah. There we go. So let's do Cabo, Mexico. Cabo, Mexico. Let's see what that does. Let me tweet this real quick. Boom, I just tweeted it. So Cabo, where is Cabo? Cabo is, let's see. They said someone said it was an island. It's not really necessarily an island. It's off of like the Western Peninsula. It's like a town off of the Western Peninsula. I can't get over these names. There's a city called Chihuahua. Chihuahua, Coahuila. Oh no, I'm slowly warming up to Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Just bear with me. I'm slowly warming up. But Cabo, and so yeah, it's very, it seems to be very islandy. You know, it's very surrounded. San Jose del Cabo, Todos Santos, Santiago, La Venerama, you know, Cabo San Lucas, Baja California,
What?
Baja California Sur. Yeah. So it's basically, oh, y'all all in my business. Hold on.
Huh?
These are all the places I've traveled to in the
Yeah.
in the East Coast. I've been all up and down the East Coast. But
Green.
Cabo is
I can
basically
feel.
Cabo is basically kind of like an encapsulated peninsula on the western side of Mexico. You know what I mean? And yeah, a lot of people, if you're not in Cancun, if you're not in Tulum, you're in Cabo, right?
October 26th.
Hold on, quiet down. You need some headphones? I got some. Here. Here, use these. There you go. Um, and remember, say what's up. Say what's up. Don't just lurk. All right, don't be lurking. Say what's up. So we talking about we discussing QUELLA. We discussing QUELLA. Let me. But well, yeah, you know, Cabo, you know, is very beachy, is very, you know, off the coast, off the whatever. It's a lot of surrounded by water, pretty much. You know what I mean? And so yeah, it's a great place to go. These folks travel from Charlotte. Let's look at flights from Charlotte. Let me see, what's the one I use? Um, is it Hopper? I use Hopper on my phone. What's another good one? Let's try Kayak. Let's
21 and a half.
let's see. So they went from Charlotte.
20 and a half.
Stop shouting. They went from Charlotte to Cabo. Does Cabo have an airport? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Cabo. Look up Cabo. Wait, hold on. What are you doing? What is this? Come on. Cabo. Didn't I type that? I didn't type that? Okay. Baja California Sur de Mexico. And let's say we leaving tonight. Let's say we going tonight. Yes, I'm human. I'm not a robot. What the fudge? Come on. Get to it. No, not green. I didn't pick Charlotte, you burger.
Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball.
Shaman, go in my bedroom. All right. So it's a pretty straight flight. I mean, some flights you got to stop in Atlanta. You may have to stop in Dallas. And if we were to leave right now tonight, it wouldn't be that expensive. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's not that, you know, it's not that deep of a trip, I guess. You know what I'm saying? If you were to get there, if we was to leave tonight, so 7 people booked the trip to go to someplace very affordable. You know what I'm saying? It's about a 7-hour flight with including the layover. That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's maybe like what, half a day you spend traveling just to get to the airport and then to fly over there and then from the airport to get to the villa or the resort or wherever you staying at to the Airbnb. That's just you could just reserve one day for travel. That's nothing, right? Um, so so yeah. So yeah, I guess, you know, people threw their chips in, you know what I'm saying, and made it a thing. You know what I'm saying? Other folks invited other folks to say, hey, we're gonna do it up, we're gonna have a good time. And you know, this young lady, now rumor has it, she was the one who booked the villa. She was the one who booked the whole who booked the villa. Uh and yeah, and so she gets there. They all, well, not all of them. One of them claims that he got there a day later. I don't know. I don't know about all that. He didn't get there. I guess he didn't get there the night that everybody else got there, but he got there a day later. He said it in his live, right? Um, and then yeah, you know, they get there, and then you know she calls her mom the night before. However the story went, I didn't follow it that deeply. But basically, she contacted her mom one day, and then the next day, her friends contacted her mom. Like, what's happening? What's really going on? You know, where's everybody, man? Come on, like, let me hit some people up. Tell them to come through, man. Yeah, but I guess everybody got things to do tonight. Well, yeah. So let me see what my YouTube is looking like. So one night your daughter contacts you, and then the next night your daughter's friends contact you. That's kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? That's like what's really happening. You know what I'm saying? Welcome whoever's watching. Thank you for tuning in. I'd like to God bless you. Uh, and then you don't hear from your daughter for 2 weeks. You don't hear from your daughter for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Last you heard from her, she was in Mexico. And then all of a sudden it surfaces of some video of your daughter. You didn't hear from your daughter for 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden you see your daughter getting her behind whooped on some video footage. After you haven't heard from your daughter in 2 weeks, she hadn't even been back in town. I like. I'm not built for that. I don't think anyone is. I don't think anyone is. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, that sounds nuts in and of itself. You know, and so yeah, you see this video of your daughter getting her behind whooped, and then not only is she getting her behind whooped, but she's like mercifully, bowing out of a fight. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's so many. The imagination can take this and run with it. There's so many things that could have happened leading up to. There's so many different motivations, that could have been involved. You know what I'm saying? Like what would make a girl, you know what I'm saying? Like how humble of a situation would that girl would her heart be in to make her say no? I'm not gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? Because like, did she know she was wrong? Did like what happened? Did she realize, like, did she do something wrong? Did she do something morally wrong? Not necessarily criminal, but like, did she do something morally wrong? You know what I'm saying? To make her say no when her little gay friend tells her while he's recording, "Hey, girl, QUELLA, fight back," and she's like, "No." Like, what's up, Sherelle? Hey, Sherelle is here! Yay! I wish I had sound effects. Yay, Sherelle is here. Sherelle got her new job and she's loving it. I'm happy for you, Sherelle. Make your money, boo boo. Welcome, Sherelle. Um, yeah, but yeah, what was in her heart to make her say, because that was very womanly of her. You could say that was ladylike and noble, all of those words, but I always say that a lot of the same things that make a man, a lot of the same qualities and characteristics that make a man also make a woman. You know what I'm saying? She like, you know, she took that butt whooping with honor. You know what I'm saying? We would have been talking about this entirely differently if she would have fought back. You know what I'm saying? You still upset about why they jumped her? We don't know they jumped her. We know that one girl whooped her behind. That's all we know. We never saw. We didn't see no footage. But what makes this mystery so intriguing is the fact that there's footage. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people speculate on how that footage got out. I've heard, oh, somebody recorded it and then they wanted to share it on their social media, like, look at this bitch getting her ass whooped. But then it got serious once it, you know, and they shared it for clout, but then it got serious once the girl actually passed out and died. You know what I'm saying? And now it's all the way, now it's on the internet and they can't get it back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for clout. That's one theory. The other theory is that, they was broadcasting it live and then the person cut it off because they realized, oh, she's actually really hurt. Yeah, they shared it for clout. Yeah. You know, they realized, oh snap, she's actually hurt. She's not in good shape. This is going bad really fast. You know what I'm saying? I can imagine how terrified those trip mates could be. You know what I'm saying? They figured, hey, we all going on this trip. Hey, Cabo, whoop de woo, right? And then these girls fighting all, they being catty. And then like I could imagine being one of the dudes on that trip, minding my business, just trying to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? And these girls over here fighting, and then one of them die. And now I'm caught up in a federal international like case. You know what I'm saying? My government, my phone number, my address is all over the internet. I'm telling you, when I talked about this on my Facebook, I was getting tea instantly. You know what I'm saying? Like like I was like, this might not be good for these people. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't want that much of my information. And you know, in this day and age, I'm pretty sure if anybody wanted my information bad enough, they could go, what do I do? What did I do? I didn't do anything. Um, this is why your mama says you don't you do need a friend in certain cases. You need, it's good to have somebody in your corner. I'll say that much. You know what I'm saying? I don't go looking for friends, but I don't go looking for enemies either. I want somebody in my corner. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, imagine I try to put myself in one of the shoes of the dudes. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, I'm trying to see what that, you know what I mean? We in Cabo, right? Let's you know, and then all of a sudden this girl gets killed, and now I gotta go on the run and disconnect my phone and you know what I'm saying? Like what? You know? Uh, um, you need a friend, but don't be desperate for one. Okay, you shouldn't be desperate for anything. You shouldn't be desperate for anything. But yeah, like that's tough. I mean, 6 people can't go on the run like that. If they're nationally known, you know, they're nationally known. They won't if they go on the run, especially the Dejanay girl who actually did the butt whooping on film. You know, they won't be able to run long. A lot is gonna come out in the wash. Um, I'm gonna if y'all want to chime in, I want to invite folks. I'm gonna put out the joint and I'm gonna put it in the. Let me see. Can I post it in the chat? Can't post comment to the same destination. See if I can put it in the chat. Okay, it went up in the YouTube. Did it? She needs to be under the jail cell with the rats. Winter slammed her. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna share if anybody wants to call video in. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you take your hair bonnet off before you tune in. But I'm gonna put it in the chat. I think I put it in the. What's up, Latanya? Winter slammed her and gave her the fatal blow. How do you know that, Latanya? How did you know that? Is that what the streets are saying? Is that what's going on in the streets? How'd you know Winter slammed her? Because to my knowledge, it was actually four people in the room. It was Shaquilla and Dejanay fighting, or Dejanay whooping up on Shaquilla. What's up, Kiki? Hey, Kiki girl, Kiki. Shaquilla and Dejanay fighting, and then it was the little gay dude and Winter. Winter was the light skinned one, right? The father was on live. Oh, word, the father. And see, like I'm putting myself in the shoes of one of the dudes on the trip. I ain't even put myself in the parent shoes yet. I mean, I put myself in the mama shoes, but I really don't even want to put myself in the dad shoes because I might end this live right now. I'm a father. Like, no, 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 no. I ain't here for my daughter in 2 weeks. And then I pop up, I go on, you know what I'm saying? The father was on live. Oh, I guess the father was on live discussing it, like how I'm doing right now. Is that what you're saying, Latanya? Okay. Yeah, but I'm trying to share this in the chat. I need I need an assistant. Let me copy this and then I'm gonna share this on my personal Facebook because I know that's where everybody wants to tune in at. Y'all got to get used to listen, when I blow up, my personal Facebook is shutting down. You know what I'm saying? When I get rich, my personal Facebook is about to be a wrap. Y'all got to get used to talking to me on my business Facebook, on my, So I'm gonna pin the comment. So yeah, if anybody wants to video in, Latanya, video in on NC the okay, NC Beat. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it seems like NC Beat is really, really on top of this. Yeah, but yeah, I can't. I do not want to put myself in that father's shoes. That's a very, very, very painful thought. Very painful thought. But yeah, where was I? So it was four people in that room. I don't know where the guys were. The guys were probably because it looked like, by the looks of it, it looked like it was they. You know what I'm saying? They must have been jet lagged because it looked like it was a very early morning or early after, like early morning or late morning. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like around 11 or 10 o'clock. Latanya says, yes, he is working with the family and have permission for all the lives and videos per the family. Okay. Okay. As a mother, I would be so outraged and upset. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But what was I saying? Yeah, so it doesn't seem like any of the guys were around. So they were. I know most guys. I know when I go on vacation, like I have no alarms. Whenever I get up is when I get up. You know what I'm saying? I am not on a schedule. Everyone was present in that room. The best friend lied. Okay, so all the guys were present. Okay, I see. I see Sherelle. Okay, Sherelle. I'm gonna add Sherelle. Let's bring Sherelle onto the.
Hello, Kevin. Hello, everybody. And happy Sunday.
How's
And
Sherelle? How you doing? Look.
I'm fine. Yes, I have no hair bonnet. Thank you very much. I look very civil.
Yes, Sherelle. So Sherelle, so we know you would be pissed off if you was the mama, right?
Yes, I am. Hell yeah, because as a mother, you do not
Mhm.
you don't want your kids is you want your kids to come home in one piece. I don't want to bury my child. I want my child to bury me.
Mhm.
Okay. And my mother always say that you don't need friends and to have a good time. You go by yourself.
Mhm.
I if I was that girl mother, I would be so upset. I
Mhm.
would go to jail myself
Well,
because
mhm.
why in the hell you tape something on social media knowing that it's gonna come back? We
Well,
don't know what they're doing.
it was not in, I don't think at all. It was just a fight going wrong. It was a fight going wrong. And then so now you when you think about it, when you consider everything, you know what I'm saying? She's naked. It's early morning or late morning. You know what I'm saying? She's not necessarily naked, but like she's not decent. You know what I'm
True.
saying? And then a girl wants to fight her, and she's taking the honorable stance and says, "No, I don't want to fight." So she's being humble about the situation. It must mean she must have been she must have got caught in something. Like she must have got caught sleeping with somebody she wasn't supposed to sleep with, or doing something she wasn't supposed to do, and she was being real brazen about it because she was the one spending all the money. And so I guess that you know, and then not only that, she's the prettiest one in the bunch.
True.
So probably
So let's
all of the
look
guys,
like bristles.
yeah, and all of the guys are giving her attention, and then they're not giving her like. So you got the envy and the jealousy, and you know what I'm saying, and and she's the one spending all the money. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? All of that built up. I can see why that girl would want to fight her.
True.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
look
Like,
at her. She's
yeah,
the
yeah, I can
prettiest
see.
one in the and the rest of them look like bristle and busted. And that could be one of the reasons. That definitely could be one of the reasons because look at this chick. She getting all the attention and look at her, we ain't getting shit. Okay, let me whoop this bitch up and make her face look ugly.
Latanya say she's trying to come on. Latanya, does the link work for you? Is the link working? Let's try. Let's see if Latanya can come on. I want to get Latanya. I think I could have multiple people on at the same time. It shouldn't be a problem. But the link isn't working. All right, let me see if I can give Latanya. Hold on. Matter of fact, Sherelle, do you mind falling back and what is? And I can see
I
if I
just
can.
came to say my piece and that's it. And
Okay.
that's what I gotta say.
All right. Thank
Later.
you, Sherelle. You're beautiful.
You beautiful too. Later.
I'm beautiful. Oh. All right, Latanya, see if you can get on now. Try the link again and see if you can get on now. Where she go? Where she go? Okay, there goes Latanya. All right. Testing. Wait, she looks frozen.
Hello.
All right. I hope her signal's working out. Latanya, are you there? Testing. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Uh-oh. Dang. Okay, testing. Are you there? Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. I can see you. We good. Let's go.
Okay.
Begin. Give me the tea. Give me the tea, girl.
So, as I had stated on your post before, my family knows Winter. She went to school with my niece. From hearing from the father on NCB, she is actually the one who did the fatal blow. That came after the fight. So there's different snippets of the fight going on.
So time out. So I'm trying to paint the movie picture in my head. I'm trying to paint the movie in my head. So Dejanay walloped on her. She's sitting there, you know what I'm saying, in pain or whatever, right? Where does the spinal injury occur? Where does the neck injury occur?
I think we need to take it back a little bit further than that because if you put all the videos together,
there's more videos. Wait.
Yeah, so I heard you mention something about her being naked, like what time of the day. So the backstory to why she was naked is she has a video on her phone, and she's walking through the hotel. She's looking for them, and she's calling them. She's like, "Come on, get dressed. Ain't nobody in here naked." So they were supposed to be, I guess, putting on bathing suits to go to the pool. This is where the friend is getting. He was by the pool telling her to come on. She was originally they was going to the pool and she was telling them to get dressed. And she's like, ain't nobody in here naked. And that's the video from her phone. Those other three girls are in the room. One is laying on the bed and two were standing up. They said that's what they was conspiring against her at that point. So now she's fighting. So after they conspire against her, she fights with Dejanay because she doesn't have her clothes on. She's fighting with her. After she's fighting, she sits on the floor. They said she's holding her head. When she's holding her head, Winter went and picked her up and slammed her. And when she slammed her, she didn't move anymore after that. So she was still alive.
It's in that same clip, but it's not.
If it keep on going, because there's several phones out. If you see the guy that is recording,
I know Winter had her phone out too, didn't she?
Originally, but she didn't have it on when she slammed her.
Mm-hmm,
So there's different ones that you're gonna have to go back and look and piece them all together. But they're saying that now to say that the back injury came from Winter, they're both gonna have everybody's gonna have to wear their charge.
Hold on. So she's getting everybody ready. She's telling everybody. She's barking on them. She goes, "Hey, let's go. To go to the pool and go luxuriate and have fun." And then they conspire to beat her ass for that.
They were already in the room. She was not in the room with them. In that room, in her video on her phone, there's a girl on the bed and there's two standing up. They are talking at that point. You can't hear their conversation. She did repeat something she heard them say. And I forgot that I don't want to quote it because I don't have the right term for it, but I forgot. But she repeated it. She heard them say something. And she repeated it as in asking them what they had said. But they just kind of like cut it off. So they're saying they was conspiring against her at that point. Now that's neither here nor there because we don't know.
That's here and there. That's here and there.
Yeah.
No.
So what they was talking about is kind of, you can't say that, but it was three of them in the room. She was looking for them. She was not in the room. But they were supposed to be going to the pool at that point. She was saying, y'all aren't naked. Y'all aren't naked. Ain't nobody in here naked. She walking up thinking these are her friends because she said that in the video. She's saying, my friends, like she's saying that. And walked in on the room. And they have their clothes on. They don't have bathing suits on. They're fully dressed. She's the only one that's naked. So it's a lot of pieces to the puzzle, but the fatal blow came from Winter. But again, because she was holding her head, we don't know what injuries Dejanay gave to her.
I think the spinal injury occurred when she swung her and she slammed her into the bed frame.
Possibly, but she didn't stop moving until Winter. Winter picked her up and slammed her, and that's when she didn't move anymore. And then when the best friend stated that he wasn't there, well, that's debunked because as the guy's holding the camera, you're right there to the left.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that clip though. I didn't see that though.
It's all on the NCB. If you go to North Carolina Beat, he has every last one of those videos. You're just gonna have to piece them together and start from the beginning all the way to the end.
Nah, see, now you done messed up. NCB.
It's North Carolina Beat. I just abbreviated North NC, but it's North Carolina Beat.
North Carolina Beat.
And he's on Facebook. All of those lives are on Facebook.
Video shows NC woman should be assaulted. All right, so where that though?
It's a lot of. I went to it on Facebook. So
you went to on Facebook?
Yes, he's on Facebook.
Hold on. So you done messed up. I told it. So NCB has a Facebook page.
Yes, that's where he did the father's interview at.
NCB. Let's see.
North Carolina Beat. You have to spell it out. North Carolina Beat.
North Carolina Beat. Where that though? Oh, here it is. This one right here.
I have to put. I can't.
You see that?
Yeah, I see that. Go to that. Yeah, go to that.
So now where I go?
Then you see all his postings. It should be on his profile right there.
Who is this guy? I seen him before. I seen him on YouTube. Who is he? Was he on the trip too?
I can't really. Let me see. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get close up because I can't see. What is his name? Do you see a name up there?
Addressing rumors and the attack video. No, I don't know his name.
Oh yeah, okay.
So you really got to dig to find it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. He's piecing them up there. The last one that I saw, because it's out of order, he had the father on, and the father was explaining how he had to pay to get her back and all those things, and how she was actually sitting up in, he said, a bed or a chair, and the maid found her. They had her
Okay,
sitting up
this
in
is
the bed
Nazir
or the
Wiggins.
chair. Okay, he's one of
Yeah,
the ones
he's
that
done
was on.
several lives.
Yeah,
He was one of the ones.
yeah. None of his stuff is coming out to be true though. They have since then. The father said have since then cut off all their Facebook. There's no phone connection, anything like that going on. That the father said.
Justice for Lyric. Nazir Wiggins, this is his name. Tonight I'm releasing the
I
suspect
think
identity.
he's one of the three. He's one of the three. Nailed.
They on him. They on him. Yeah, well, I guess, okay. Well, if it come out, then it come out, I guess. I don't know. But
yeah.
yeah. Okay, so Winter made the deadly blow. Wait, Sean Jones says, let me see what Sean Jones says. Mexico needs to step up and request the United States to send them back. No, I don't want it to go to Mexico. I don't want it to go to Mexico.
Though, because that's where the crime happened at, though.
Yeah, I know, but I don't care. I don't want it to go to Mexico because I don't trust the Mexican legal system. You know what I'm saying?
My issue with why they let them go in the first place, just my thought process is that they were there on a trip. And I feel like Mexico let it go under the rug, kind of like, we don't want this on us. They not from here. Let them get on back out of, let them get out of here. They're not from here. This going to make us look bad. To me, that's what made them look bad, because you let them go knowing she's sitting up, in a chair dead. Come on now. They were not supposed to let them leave out of there like that.
Yeah.
When do you ever go to Mexico for 24 hours? Who takes a trip for 24 hours to Mexico? You up and booked it out of there.
Oh yeah. So like, did they have the return? Was it a round trip ticket or?
That part I don't know. But I know they got there on that Friday and they left her that Saturday after the incident happened.
The FBI gonna find
after the murder happened. It's not after the murder happened. They left her.
Yeah, because they'll connect all of the dots. That's nothing for the FBI. They do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of how soon they'll find them, because I'm pretty sure they could. I don't even think they all left North Carolina. I know the Dejanay girl did. You know what I'm saying? I heard she was in Connecticut.
Oh well, where their whereabouts are, I'm not. Of course, if I do, I don't know. I know they don't have a passport anymore, so they're not out the country.
How you know they don't have a passport?
They when the FBI got involved, they turned their passports off. They cannot leave the country, so that's not an option.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they took back their passport. So the father, he speaks about it, what he can say, because this is an ongoing investigation. But he talks. If you find the video, you will find that the father is given a lot of information, and North Carolina Beat is working hand in hand with the father, and he gives out as much information because the family is allowing him to speak and talk and release the videos and stuff like that. But
I'm just seeing a lot of footage on this. I guess this is his channel, I guess, or his page. The guy that I was talking about, he was on the trip.
Who? North Carolina, the guy from North Carolina Beat, or are you talking about?
Oh,
no. He
just runs.
He's doing the story.
Okay.
He's kind of like a journalist that's doing the story. No, nobody has talked to those that's on the actually what they said, what the father said was that Khalil was at the house when they called and told them what the autopsy report was. He got sick and left, and they have not seen him ever since. He was coming over every single day. He originally came over with Winter and Dejanay. They came over, they ate her mother's food. They stayed with the story about her having alcohol poisoning. They brought her luggage back. They came over, brought her luggage back, sat in that lady's house, and they ate her food.
That lady's house, ate her food.
And told the story.
That's
And
cold-blooded.
then Kalia kept coming back every day. They said the father said he felt like he kept coming back to try to see what he knew. And when he was actually there, when they called and said it was in fact not alcohol poisoning, but it was the injuries that she sustained that killed her. They said he got ill, left, and they have not seen him ever since. He came with, they said, either a mother or aunt or both, that he was with another person or persons, and he left. But all the questions that you had, you find that those videos, especially of the father, and it's so sad. It's sad because he's hurting and he's trying to talk through his pain, but he's telling what he knows.
I'm really trying to look for this extra footage. You know, you would figure that the fatal blow would be put out a lot more than what's out there. But whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just bad. So what can you tell us? So what can you tell us about the other trip mates? Or what else can you tell us that we may not know? So now was that an early morning or late morning that incident happened, or was that like in the afternoon? Or
the father said they got a call around 7 or 8, which would be our time here, 7 or 8, that they pronounced her dead at 3:00 p.m.
3:00 p.m. over there.
Right.
Okay.
But they didn't get a phone call that she had passed until like 7 or 8 o'clock. The first phone call was that she was sick, that she had not food poisoning, that she had alcohol poisoning, and that they was calling a doctor in. That was the first call. They said they called back maybe like 15 minutes later, saying that she was gone. They was like, gone where? He was like, oh, she's dead. She passed. They left her and booked it out of there. And so the guys on the live going, the part y'all not telling is, you know, what about the nurse? What about the nurse? So my mind goes to say, what about the nurse? If there was truly a nurse, you mean to tell me the nurse risked her license and left with y'all and left her laying in there dead? I don't believe that.
No. I heard they ran up her credit card. They ran up like 6 G's off her credit card.
Now the $6,000 I'm getting that the father said on the live, he didn't say anybody used any of her things. He said he had to pay almost $7,000 to get her body back here.
To get her body back, right. And was she the one who paid for the whole Airbnb?
That part, her dad didn't even know she was gone. So he's speaking. We're hearing from him. The mother told him that she was in Mexico. He didn't even know she was gone. So that part I can't say. I don't know. I do know that she was well off and that she was doing really good for herself. But I don't know. I know it's for his birthday. It was for her best friend's birthday. Her friend, she put out, I have to research her name again and send that to you. She put out saying, y'all set this up and got her all these many miles away from home because you knew here you couldn't get her because she had too much family and too many friends here. So you took her all the way to Mexico just to kill her. So they feel like they pre-planned this before leaving and took her over there, killed her, and then, you know, they came back. Again, that's just what her friends, I don't know. Again, nobody's talking to them. The only guy that's going live and talking isn't telling the truth to the story. So,
I mean, yeah, but he's stupid because he could possibly incriminate himself. You know what I'm saying? Because he could possibly incriminate because he don't really know. He doesn't really know how he could set himself up by just talking. You know what I'm saying? Like his story may not line up, and then that could incriminate him. You know what I mean? So.
And he's told several different stories. In the beginning of his live, in the same live, he goes, and I mean, you know, they're going to get a voice analogy. They're going to do all of that stuff. And the person in that room that's recording is the same one that's going live. You and I do not do voice analogy, but his voice is very distinct. And you can tell that's the same guy talking that's holding that video. Then you sent the video out. They didn't post the video to social media. They sent the video out, and then they said they called back and asked what to do. So whomever that person is that they call back here to the States and talk to, they gotta talk to them too. That video got out from somewhere. It was only those people in that room with their phones. That video got sent out somewhere. So they're gonna find all of that. The person who they talked to, who they called back to, who they told what went on, who they asked for help. All of that's gonna come out. And so he originally said he was not in the room. He was in the game room in the arcade. That he came back to the room and he started rubbing her head and massaging and playing soft music and
playing soft music.
Playing soft music. I'm rubbing her head. I'm telling her, come on. He was more into the adventures they had planned that day. He was like, oh, we had ATVs and we had this. Like, dude, wait a minute. You too excited about the adventures. Stay on topic. Get back to what we're talking about. So he went on about that. But then in the same sentence, he turned around and said she was not woke. First, he was like, she was woke. And I'm like, well, if she was woke, she didn't tell you that they jumped her. She didn't tell you what happened. Then he changed the story on down the road and was like, oh, no. She wasn't alert. She wasn't alert at all. I was just rubbing her head. I was telling her to wake up. Then you said you went to the pool and said, come on, Quella, let's go. You didn't sit here and incriminated yourself to the very end. You should have, I say as a person that want them caught, thank you for talking. But somebody that like yourself, you should have told yourself to shut up. You know, so he has messed up.
He should have got his lawyer to do his live.
He thought they were getting away with it, so they didn't need a lawyer.
Right. He felt as though, okay, I didn't give the fatal blow, so why should I be, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah.
What was so I talked about this in this week's episode. How do you think this is gonna affect the Black community as far as Black girls going on girls trips and whatnot like that? Like, how do you think they're gonna rethink what kind of precautions are they gonna make? What's up? Are you good?
Unfortunately, I don't think many are gonna make. It's gonna be the parents that are scared. Like, I have a 19-year-old daughter, so I'm terrified. They actually went to the same school my daughter goes to, WSSU. That's how they all knew each other. They went to college together. I don't think our young people will take precautions like they should. Our mature group may, but so many people, even in adults, feel like people are our friends and they wouldn't cross us like that. That's what the fluid line is.
But that whole situation just seems so schoolyard 3 o'clock, meet me in the schoolyard 3 o'clock type. You know what I'm saying? Get my Vaseline and my sneakers. You know what I mean? And these are college educated folks who are grown, grown. You know what I'm saying? By 25, you should have an idea of what you want out of life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not there yet. And this girl has so much going for her. Okay, so now you clarified the story of her being naked, her being dressed down because she was going to the pool and she wanted to get everybody together. She was trying to rally everybody. So that makes sense. Because I thought she was naked because the Dejanay girl caught her with somebody that she wasn't supposed to be with. That's what I thought.
Okay. No. So when her video came out, that wasn't what happened.
And so, but why were they plotting on her though? Even now it's been solidified that they're frenemies. It is what it is, right? But why were they plotting on her? I don't know. Why were they being college educated and being meet me in the schoolyard 3 p.m. with Vaseline and sneakers on? Where did that
jealousy
slice of ghetto come
from? Jealousy, in my opinion, is vital. I mean, it's cruel. It's vicious. People just don't know how to keep themselves at bay.
Were they all on the same plane?
Now that part has not. I don't know. I don't know if they were on the same plane. I don't know because you had some coming from different areas. You had some from Charlotte. You had some from the Jamestown area. So they came from different places. I don't know where they boarded from.
But I mean,
That
yeah,
wasn't
you
talked
could
about.
fly out of Greensboro. You could fly out of
Right.
Greensboro, but typically most folks they fly out of Charlotte, especially when they want to go international. Because I know Greensboro connects to Charlotte to go international anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
so I mean, but it's like, damn. So they really sat there and said, we're gonna go on this trip and we're gonna whoop her ass.
And that's what I just could not believe. That's what I've battled with. Did y'all make this up when you got there? Did you pre-plan this? Did you
You know, and you know what? I'm curious. I just want to see these people's. I want to see these people live. I want to see these people in person, or not in person per se, but like, because all I've seen is pictures of them thus far.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even know their grams. You know what I'm saying? All I've seen is pictures of them. I mean, I got their phone numbers. I'm pretty sure those phone numbers have been cut off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I
they're
got
not.
addresses.
Yeah.
I got addresses of them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure they on the run. You know what I'm saying? So like us talking about these people, like right now, they're just figments of our imagination. Well, I don't know about you, because you got the skinny on the dip, But for me, these people are just this Dejanay girl is a figment of my imagination. Because
Yeah, for
not
me
too long
too.
ago,
Yeah.
I thought she was I thought she was a cross dresser. You know what I'm saying? That was the rumor going around. You know what I'm
No.
saying? Now she's a whole woman. You know what I'm saying? And I know
Mm-hmm.
I kind of did see I kind of under that tie-dye t-shirt, I kind of did see them swinging a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I could tell. I've been with enough women to know. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
was like, okay, she's a woman. You know what I'm saying? She just a little rough around the edges. She's a little masculine, but that's a whole woman. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like I really like I just want the story to unravel and really like I want them to R. Kelly interview these folks and see like
Oh
where
yeah.
was your head at? What was your motivation behind all of this? What was like
Well, you're
what
not
really
gonna
drove
get
you?
that. You're not gonna get that interview if you get it at all until they are found guilty. Who's gonna? Because they're still living their story that they didn't do anything. So now another story is gonna happen. Oh, it's gonna be she did X, Y, and Z before the video started rolling. You know what I mean? Like I can even possibly see her talking in self-defense, which is gonna be debunked because you heard him say, "Quella, are you gonna fight back at all?" And what did she say? She said no. So you can't even go self-defense on this. I mean, you know what I mean? Like any little thing that you could possibly think that they're gonna say, it's gonna be debunked at this point because she clearly said no, she was not gonna fight.
If you find that video with Winter giving the fatal blow, can you send that to me,
I'll send
please?
it. Yeah, I will. I'll send it to you. That's
Yeah,
the only
yeah,
person
yeah.
that I know of throughout this whole. I don't know any of them. I know
Mhm.
Winter because she and that's the thing. Like as you see her, she's a pretty girl. She's serving a student body with my niece, and all 4 years she was well
When
known.
oh, okay. Winter you talking about?
Yes,
Mm.
yes.
And she went ahead and got schoolyard, meet me in the schoolyard 3 o'clock, Vaseline and sneakers with it. After all of
Now your
that.
life is oh, and some of them have children.
For real?
Yes,
Mm.
they have
Does Dejanay
children.
have any kids?
I don't know which have kids, but they do. I think two of them. So it would be. I think two of them have. I don't know who has the kids, but I know they do.
Does Winter so you don't know if Winter has kids either? Uh-oh, she broke up. Testing 1 2.
Okay, we're back.
Okay, yeah, cool. Oh, you got a phone call or something?
No. It froze. I don't know what happened.
Okay. All right, cool. So do you know if Winter has kids?
No, the last time I seen or knew anything about her was from her high school days, and then she
Okay.
went to WSSU. So I don't know her, now life or whatever. But
But you know, because ironically, I'm around the way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that community, that whole triad community, I'm talking about from Greensboro to Winston. From Greensboro to Winston is so small. Like everybody know everybody.
Right.
The A&T WSSU crowd, they are so interlinked and
Yes.
interwoven. They
Yeah.
can't go far. They can't go far. They're gonna have to turn themselves in at some point.
Yeah.
So I'm
But
just
I fault their parents for that, because as much as I love my child, and I know we say we'll do anything for our kids, I get that. But some things they had to face the music on. You know, you went over there and you felt the need to do this. This is something that mama can't help you with. Because now I could still talk to you through the bars. I could still talk to you on the phone. This lady and this man can never talk to their child again, ever. Saturday was it. They put her in that ground. That was it. And this was a choice you made. And I tell my kids that all the time, because I had a sister that was killed, you know, so I know what it is to have to deal with that and never see your loved one ever again, you know. But his family gets to see him. His family gets to visit with him, write letters. And we'll never get that again. So I have no sympathy for them whatsoever. And I wouldn't stand by my child in that. I just wouldn't. I pray to God never gives me that test, but I couldn't.
Well, I'm a close with I'm gonna let you close my show tonight. You know what I'm saying? Since you gave me so much tea,
No, you go.
I'm gonna let you close my show. So, like, what are your for this show? Because more shall be revealed. I mean, it's inevitable. However,
Right.
for this particular episode tonight, what would you like to close with? What would you like to say? What would you like to say to Dejanay and Winter right now? Say what you want. Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
On a serious note, they took somebody's child. They robbed them. You know, no matter what was said, words can hurt, but not to the point where you have the right to take something. Nobody has the right to take anybody's life. And you killed her. You ended everything that she would never have a child. She would never walk down the aisle. She would never be able to finish what she started in life. You robbed her family. So I just say to those ladies that if you're truly a woman like you claim to be, at this point it's over for you. All of you. Turn yourselves in and face the music. You was big and bad when you did what you did for whatever reason. So at this point, be big and bad and go turn yourself in. Give her family some type of closure. You will never bring her back, but at least be that you already did that. You already did your deed. Just do what's right and at this point, turn yourself in.
There you have it. There you have it. So I want to thank you, LaTanya. I want to thank everybody who tuned in. And I want to thank everybody who will tune in. I love you, LaTanya. I love everyone else. Make sure you visit prosperunlimited.com and invest in the brand. Visit the Cash App, Prosperity $Prosperity ULLC, and have a good morning, noon, and night whenever
Right.
you're watching.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.